Sasa hivi tukupashe na taarifa za hivi punde ambapo kinara wa chama cha Amani Musalia Mudavadi pamoja na viongozi wengine wamezuru makao ya seneta Moses Wetangula kuweza kumfariji baada ya kumpoteza nduguye ambaye alifariki akipokea matibabu. Sasa hivi wanataka kuhutubia wanahabari, nikupeleke kule moja kwa moja tupate kusikia wanachokisema kwa hivi sasa.
Mulika kabisa.
We are waiting for you to give us thumbs up.
Do you have the numbers?
And you can confirm our numbers.
Yes, we are not faking numbers.
We are not faking any numbers. We can confirm our numbers and how many we are.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Ready? Ready?
Okay.
We get set. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. This is a statement of the Mulembe Nation issued in Nairobi today, 1st June 2020. Number one, we are gathered here today as part of the national leadership in this country to say a loud no to the emerging worrisome state of affairs in the country. While we are predominantly from Western Kenya, we know that we speak for the whole country. For what we feel today is felt everywhere. And we want to say enough is enough. Number two, very often people mistake humility and common decency for weakness. When you respect people, defer to them in the spirit of common decency, and acknowledge their natural right to be heard, some mistake that for weakness. They may even begin thinking that they can boss and toss you around and decide things for you. They imagine that they can own you and rule you and howsoever they may wish. Three, in our country, Kenya, this attitude has become deeply ingrained in the sections of the political fraternity. This attitude now informs the disorder that we witness, being sown into the democratic space everywhere by a few self-seeking and self-deceived individuals. Within that spirit of misplaced self-grandeur, they are dictating things to virtually everybody and taking people and institutions hostage. 4, today all vehicles of free expression and self-determination stand in great danger. Parliament is in captivity by the executive. The strings that hold the judiciary together are perpetually being tested. Political parties are being shaken all the time. The media is often under assault. The free space is ever in mortal danger. 5, as members from Western Kenya, we are perturbed at the incessant efforts to keep our nation perpetually divided and in disharmony. There are those who think we are ladders that they can use to climb to the top. These have formed themselves into an axis of evil, seeking to ruin our destiny as a people. 6, in the good spirit of cooperation and trust, we have previously worked with leaders from other communities and allowed them to enjoy leverage in certain situations because of what we understood to be greater good of our country. We have worked with President Moi and supported him at election time. Our communities in Western Kenya have also supported President Mwai Kibaki, the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and indeed the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. We have always done this in a good faith and in expectation of mutual reciprocity. The very minimum we expect is respect for our people and their recognized leaders. 7, Unfortunately, some of those we have supported think we are horses. They think that they can rule us to their desired destinations, and having arrived, they discard and abuse us. We have seen this especially on the part of ODM leadership under Honorable Raila Odinga. More than anybody else, Odinga has been the single leading beneficiary of the goodwill of the people of Western, the land of Mulembe, which means peace. We have repeatedly allowed him to be the compromise presidential candidate, even when we knew there were better candidates. We have treated him like the beloved brother we thought he was. But what has he done in turn? He has behaved like the rude guest who rattles the house and upsets his welcome. This guest has gone into every nook and cranny of the house, including into forbidden spaces. He has encouraged our children to be rude to their elders. He has schemed with them to hurl insults at their parents. He has encouraged our sons to commit sacrilege in the home. We don't doubt that this has perhaps been done with the intent of bringing the Oedipus curse and destruction to these young men and ruin to their descendants. Odinga has turned things upside down in our house and expected that the owners of the home will not call him to order. 8, we have now come to a point where hand-picked henchmen now presume that they can rise themselves up to be our leaders and to speak for us. Together with their principals, they have hatched a sinister agendas to wreak havoc in our political parties, to disorganize us. People presumed to be our brothers and sisters are now agents of destruction of our people's dreams. 9, the Mulembe spirit of peaceful coexistence sits at the heart of our matrix of values as a people. In this spirit, the people of Mulembe have over the ages lived with visitors who come to settle in our community from outside. We have allowed them to integrate with us and even to ascend to high positions of leadership, forgetting that they are not pedigree Mulembe people. We do not believe in ethnic cleansing in whatever guise. Unfortunately, subsequent generations of persons from our forefathers welcomed into the land of Mulembe and whom we have lived well with are now being used to disorganize us. 10, regardless of whatever position you have risen to, because of the goodwill of our people, we caution you not to presume that you can speak for us without our consent. In that regard, we state categorically that Francis Atwoli, Wycliffe Oparanya, and Eugene Wamalwa cannot speak for the Luhya people. 11, we also want to state clearly that our community issues cannot be canvassed outside our native homeland, nor can such matters be stage managed by outsiders. We caution outsiders and their assignees to leave their hands off our community and its affairs. Nobody is going to organize us or presume to speak for us. 12, for avoidance of doubt, our leaders in Western Kenya are Honorable Musalia Mudavadi and Honorable Moses Wetangula. Anyone who loves the people of Mulembe must recognize, respect, and work with us through the joint leadership of Honorable Mudavadi and Honorable Wetangula. If you do not recognize and respect our true leaders, the people of Mulembe will not recognize you. As the late Honorable John Michuki famously said, sisi tutakutwanga kisiasa. And let this in particular be a warning to political leaders from Western Kenya. If you are not with our true leaders, sisi tutakutwanga kisiasa. Yes. You have signed your own political death warrant. 13, and finally, we restate our faith in our country, our national institutions, and the rule of law. We stretch the hand of goodwill to our fellow Kenyans and communities from other parts of the country. In this regard, we refuse to be placed on ventilators. Going forward, we'll determine ourselves in the spirit of self-determination, that is Madaraka. We shall choose our own future friends and partners. We are going to work with those who respect us and are willing to work with us and to support us, no matter whom they may be, without exception. In that regard, we refuse to be blackmailed by anybody. We wish you well, wherever you may be on this Madaraka Day, and look forward to working with all Kenyans of goodwill towards a better Kenya. Signed, these are not fake numbers. Find 1, Honorable Moses Masika Wetangula, Fort Kenya Party Leader and the host. 2, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, ANC Party Leader. 3, Honorable Chris Wamalwa, MP.
Maybe they should raise their hands.
They should raise their hands. We don't want to fake numbers like Ajado, you know.
Yes.
So can you raise up your hand as we move on? Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. Honorable Masika Moses Wetangula. Honorable Chris Wamalwa. Honorable Ben Washali. Honorable Justice Murunga. Honorable Catherine Wambilianga. Honorable Didmas Barasa. Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi. Honorable Tindi Mwale. Honorable Christopher Aseka. Honorable Dan Wanyama. Honorable Injendi Malulu. Honorable Janet Nangabo. Honorable Charles Gimose.
I'm here.
Honorable Alfred Agoi. Honorable John Waluke.
I'm here.
Honorable Beatrice Adagala. Honorable Vincent Kimosi. Honorable Mwambu Mabonga. Honorable Sagwa Bunyasi. And Senator Honorable Petronila. Petronila Were. And Honorable Nasir Sahal. Apologies. Honorable Dr. Enoch Kibunguchi.
Naam, ni hotuba ya viongozi kutoka eneo la Magharibi pale akisoma hotuba hiyo mbunge wa Kiminini Chris Wamalwa. Siku chache tu baada ya mkutano mwingine wa viongozi wa Waluhya kufanyika katika kaunti ya Kajiado nyumbani kwake katibu mkuu wa vyama vya wafanyakazi Francis Atwoli, pale Chris Wamalwa akisema kwamba wameungama kama viongozi kutoka eneo la Magharibi kusema kwamba ama kukashifu mikutano ambayo inafanywa na viongozi hawa, wakisema kwamba hawawatambui kuwa wasemaji wao, hawawezi kuzungumza kwa niaba yao, wakisema viongozi wanaowatambua ni Musalia Mudavadi na Moses Wetangula, wao ndio wanaweza kuzungumza kwa niaba ya jamii ya Mulembe. Na ndiposa wakatoa kauli zao pale 13 wakisema sasa hivi mambo yamevurugika, yanatawaliwa kimabavu, kila mmoja anajaribu kujionyesha yeye ndio kiongozi, ndiye msemaji, ila wanasema hawatakubali msukosuko ambao umeletwa sasa hivi, wakimkaidi pia ama wakimkashifu pia kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga kwa msukosuko unaoshuhudiwa sasa hivi. Ni kurejeshe katika maeneo hayo tupate kauli zaidi kutoka kwao.
The border people of Busia, the Cosmopolitan County of Busia, I want to associate fully with the statements and the statement that has been, with the feelings and statements that have been read just now. I can't add more to that. We'll stand together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Mwambu Mabonga from Bungoma.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the great people of Bungoma, and on my behalf, we want to associate fully with the statement that has just been read. There has been politics of petroleum in this land, but the real and the worst petroleum is when you lose your identity. We have rejected that our peace and unity will never be procured again in a neighbor's house. Thank you.
Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi from Trans Nzoia.
The king, On the behalf of the good people of Trans Nzoia, where I'm the chairman of all elected leaders in Trans Nzoia, I want to accept and I'm part of the statement that has been read by the new Secretary General of Fort Kenya, and therefore we are all together in the same route. Asante sana.
Naam, ni mkutano na wanahabari ambao umedhihirisha ufa miongoni mwa viongozi wa jamii ya Waluhya au jamii ya Magharibi, hususan kuambatana na uongozi pale, wakisema msukosuko unaoshuhudiwa sasa hivi katika chama ama muungano wa NASA umesababishwa na kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga. Wanasema walimkaribisha kwa moyo mkunjufu, wakamuunga mkono, ila sasa amevuruga mambo katika muungano huo. Na vile vile kiongozi Francis Atwoli, Wycliffe Oparanya na Eugene Wamalwa wakisema wao si wazungumzaji kwa niaba yao. Ni taarifa tutakayo kuandalia kwa kina na kuipata mwendo wa saa 1 kwenye taarifa zetu za KTN leo. Kutoka kwangu na wote waliofaulisha matangazo haya, sina la ziada na kutakia alasiri njema. Tukutane baadaye mwendo wa saa 1.